Congressman Cuellar has denied that he did anything wrong, and tonight he is my source in his first CNN interview since receiving that pardon. And thank you so much, sir, for being here. I think one question people have is they see President Trump, a Republican, has pardoned a House Democrat. Do you know why President Trump pardoned you?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the president for pardoning my wife and I, because I really feel that this was a weaponization. And I'll talk about that, but I am certainly grateful to the president, but I'm also very grateful to God because he stood with us during a very difficult time. And I don't wish this situation on anybody.
Do you know why, though, the president chose to pardon you? Obviously, it's not typical that, a president would pardon someone from a different party. Usually they do ones from their own party.
Well, again, the president did that. I trust his judgment definitely on this pardon. And I thank the president for doing that because, again, I will say it again. There was weaponization, and I'll explain it. Look, we during the discovery, we got to look at every testimony, even the grand jury testimony. Can't talk about it, but I can say we looked at all the testimony. Not a single witness ever said there was quid pro quo. There was, we think, we suspect, but none of the witnesses said there was quid pro quo. What the Department of Justice did is they went on a speaking indictment. And remember, an indictment is just allegation. It's not a conviction on it. And if they felt so sure about the case, let me say this, why would they try to do an entrapment and a sting operation, involving myself and my congressional office in D.C.? Why would they do that? A failed operation that they did. And certainly, I looked at the testimony, the transcripts. They violated the Constitution. Those prosecutors, when they say you can indict, as the old saying says, you can indict a ham sandwich. I saw what they did. And again, it was wrong what they did. And in fact, I asked, the House committee, let me just say this. I asked the House committee that maybe this is something that they should investigate, those prosecutors and their superiors.
Well, and Congressman, I do want to note for everyone watching who maybe hasn't been paying close attention to this, a consultant of yours and your former campaign chairman did plead guilty here and entered cooperation agreements on this very matter. When you say that there was no evidence or no quid pro quo. But on that front, I did read that you have said that you would like to see the people who investigated you to be investigated. Is that something you want Jim Jordan to do, or who exactly are you looking for to do that?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that at the later time as to who I asked in the House to investigate, and they should be investigated because of what they did. Number one, number two, the 2 aides. I feel bad for them because we saw the testimony. We saw when they were questioned by them, and we saw how their testimony shifted and the pressure that they were put on. And quite honestly, I think their attorneys gave them bad advice, but they pled guilty. I think they should have not pled guilty on it. But again, we looked at all that testimony, those 2 witnesses that you talked about, and they never said there was quid pro quo. They said they thought or they suspected, but they never said there was a quid pro quo that they based it on personal knowledge. And if the department felt so sure, why would they then try to boost their case by doing a sting operation, a failed entrapment that they did?